Hey guys, on today's video we're gonna go over all you need to know in order to catch a Diamond White Spotted Char here in Japan. The White Spotted Char is one of the heavy species that are currently available here in Japan. They are able to reach weights of more than 24 kilos or 54 pounds, and they are mostly active during the day. These guys are present on many different locations, but so far only 4 hotspots where the diamonds are able to spawn have been discovered. However, before we go over such locations, first we're gonna start by talking about the tackle. You know, in order to be able to catch this species, it is possible to use both a float setup and a bait casting setup, but independently of the kind of setup you wanna use, I would suggest you to choose a rod with a maximum line strength of at least 7.5 kilos, a reel with a maximum drag of also at least 7.5 kilos, a 15 kg line or similar, ideally, a hook size number 3 with redworm when using a float setup, or a number 3 spinner when using a bait casting setup. However, another option you have, which is a strategy that has been working great for me recently, is to first of all cast out using the float setup with a hook size number 3 with redworm, then place the rod on a rod holder, chum the water by tossing out some proper formats towards the area where the bait landed, and as you wait for the bites on that float setup, you can simply start casting using something like a number 6 spinner towards the same area where the chum landed in order to catch all the small fish that may be preventing more white spotted chars to spawn. Now guys, the next location is a fantastic hotspot, a great hotspot where it's possible to catch both a diamond white spotted char and a diamond olive garden trout, which is this area. Exactly right here, where I have this marker. It is a beautiful hotspot in front of a waterfall, which has become very popular for being the spot that has probably produced the highest amount of diamond white spotted chars since the map came out. You know, the white spotted char is a diamond that tends to spawn mostly during the morning, so I would suggest you get into a spot between 6 and 700, chum the waters with proper formats, and then I would recommend you to cast out towards the position where you tossed out the chum using preferably a number 3 spinner or a hook size number 3 with redworm on a float setup. I normally prefer to use a number 3 spinner while fishing for this species since it is normally faster than using a float setup, but the float setup is also very effective. And especially now that we have rod holders, you can place 2 different rod holders around this area holding 2 different float setups, and each of the float setups facing a different direction. For example, you can place one rod right here casting towards the waterfall, a second rod right here casting towards the river, and then it becomes a matter of simply waiting for the bites on both rods. Wow! That's the kind of tension I wanted to see, guys. This is by far the heaviest white spotted char we've hooked today. My heaviest call had a weight of more than 19 kilos, and the tension was very similar. So there's a decent chance this is actually our new personal best. I don't know if it's a diamond, but it's definitely huge. Oh, 21.07 kilos, our new biggest white spotted char, and I'm very surprised it isn't a diamond because I could swear the diamond weight was like 20 kilos. That's the closest we've been so far. What a monster. Is this a char? Oh. Well, that's something. A surprise diamond olive garden trout. Now, is it just me or these guys look even worse now than before the update? Man, I'm not a fan of those dots. And the texture on the body is really lacking something. Now, going over the second location I would really recommend you to visit. This second area is very similar to the first one in the sense that it's also a diamond location for both white spotted char and olive garden trout. Exactly on this river bend. Right here where I have this marker. In my experience, this spot doesn't produce nearly as many chars as the first location, but the amount of golds and diamonds it produces is also amazing, and maybe higher compared to the first hotspot. I would suggest you to arrive to this location around 6:30 and 7 in the morning, stand around here, chum the water by tossing out some proper formats, cast towards the area where the chum landed using a hook size number 3 with redworm on a float setup, and place the rod on a rod holder. And as I said earlier, as you wait for the bites on that rod, I would suggest you to start casting using a number 6 spinner in order to catch all the small fish. Okay, now we're talking. That is a very heavy char, assuming it is actually char. Should be char. Is it? Yeah, look at that. Is this finally our first diamond? 19.35 kilos, it is a gold. Alright, one of the biggest golds we have caught so far. Oof, This could be it. This could actually be our first diamond. Man, we've been catching so many calls that I think it's time to finally catch a diamond. And this one is looking very, very promising. So let's see. Is this our first diamond? Come on. No, again it is only gold. 20.44 kilos, come on. I have no idea of how long it's gonna take us to catch a diamond, but I wanna think it isn't too far away. Oh! It was pulling real hard at the start. Holy! We might have finally hooked our first diamond. I don't know. I feel the tension is higher. Yeah, 100%. This guy is heavier than any of the chars we have caught so far. And we're about to land it. Less than 5 meters out. 3 meters out. Let's land it. And it is a diamond. Yes, 22.27 kilos, finally. Finally our first diamond White Spotted Char. Several calls later, probably around 30, we finally have it. You know, for many people this species has been a relatively easy diamond, but man, it gave us a hard time. Now, from all the locations I've tried so far, I have to say the next one is probably my favorite. So many players have been pulling diamonds from this location, which is this area right here. Fantastic location for White Spotted Char during the morning and for chum salmon during the afternoon. So when it comes to the White Spotted Char, I would suggest you get into this location around 6 in the morning. And when it comes to the strategy, the method is exactly the same as on the second location as on the last location. You know, simply chum the water using proper performance, place the float setup on a rod holder, and then start casting using a number 6 spinner until you hear a nibble on the rod holder. Oh, huge char! Did you see the tension? It went straight to cherry red for a second. It's pulling hard. I think it may be diamond. None of the calls we have caught so far has forced us to lower the drag on this setup, so we have plenty of reasons to think this may actually be our second diamond White Spotted Char. Hopefully it is. Let's see how heavy. Is it a diamond? Ooh, it is! 22.93 kilos! I was not expecting it to be this big. I thought it was gonna be maybe barely diamond, but definitely not our new personal best. Oh, no way. Similar tension to a diamond, not as high, but definitely similar. This one is also very, very heavy. So is here our third diamond? Let's see. 17.22 kilos, it is only gold. Not too bad. This location is simply amazing, so I'm pretty sure that if we continue fishing here for longer, we're gonna catch more diamonds, but we gotta go to the next one. Now, the fourth and last location I would suggest you to visit if your goal is to catch a diamond White Spotted Char is this area, right here. This location may not produce as many diamonds as the first 3 hotspots, but it's definitely also worth checking. And again, the strategy here is exactly the same as on the last 2 locations. Make sure to get here around 6 and 7 in the morning, stand around this area, toss out some proper performance in order to chum the water, putting emphasis on the area in front of this river mouth, and then place a hook number 3 with redworm on a rod holder, on a float setup, and start catching all the small fish with a number 6 spinner while you wait for the bites on the float setup. Oh, finally! Finally, huge char! The first big char I hook on this location, and the tension is definitely high enough to think it may be diamond. I would love to conclude this guy by catching a third diamond, so let's hope he makes it. Let's hope he makes it. Man, I can't wait to see how heavy it is. A third diamond char would be fantastic. 18.56 kilos, here is a gold. Another gold char. So unfortunately we couldn't catch our third diamond, but I would be lying if I say that I'm not happy with the 2 diamonds we have caught so far. We've had a great week of fishing, so we really can't complain.